Snowflakes, and welcome to this video. I promise this video it's not clickbait by any means. I am going to share with you how I woke up with a broken foot. Wow, I don't even know where to get started. Like, this whole entire story is just crazy to me. I guess first I'll give you some back history. So I used to dance a lot. I used to be like a dancer and took dance classes for many years. And I always sprained my ankles. And I sprained them so much that the doctor basically told me, hey, by the end of your life, you're going to break both of your ankles because they're so weak. So yeah, sprained my left ankle about 6 times, and I sprained my right ankle about 9 times. So I've approximately had about 20 sprains. I've also sprained other parts of my body too, so I've had about 20 sprains in my lifetime. I did end up breaking a part in my foot on my right foot a few years back, like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, so basically I had to stop dancing and stuff because I kept spraining my ankles and they kept getting weaker and weaker. So 2 weeks into January, I woke up and I stepped down off of my bed and it felt like there was this like nail going through the top of my foot every time I stepped. And I was like, the heck, man, you know, like, what? Like, it was so weird. So walking and I kept telling my husband, I'm like, dude, like, it feels like there's like a nail hitting my foot every time I step down. And it wasn't from under my foot, it was from on top of my foot. Like, this is really, really painful. I told my husband, he's like, well, maybe you should stay off it for a little bit. So I stayed off of it for a little bit, but I kept having pain even when I wasn't walking on it. It's like, oh, I can't even tell you how painful it was. It was actually really painful. So I was like, honey, I think I need to go see a doctor. So I waited a week to get into my doctor's office. My doctor just like got pregnant recently, gave birth, and then quit without any notice. So I had to mess with my insurances and all kinds of crap just to be able to see a different doctor in that area. Meanwhile, I've been hurting for about a week. So she's like, I think you have a stress fracture. I'll leave a definition right here to tell you what it is. So I was like, yep, that pretty much sums up how I'm feeling and stuff. So she was like, I want you to get an x-ray and I want you to get it done right away. So I left the doctor's office, went straight to get an x-ray done, and then waited a weekend for that. And then she was like, I don't see any break. I don't see anything wrong. And I'm like, the heck, man, I've been waiting 2 weeks and I'm in so much pain. Like, And I told my husband, I said, honey, I've had 20-some sprains in my lifetime. There's no way this is a sprain. This is a break. I feel the area where it's broke. So he's like, okay, maybe we should call up the our friend. We have a friend from church and he is a foot specialist surgeon dude. So meanwhile, the other doctor calls me, it's like, I need you to get an MRI. I'm like, MRIs are so expensive. Even with my insurance, they're not great, you know? So I was like, really not wanting to do that. So I call up this friend guy from church and I was like, hey, you're a specialist, I need help. I woke up with a broken foot, is what it feels like. I literally woke up out of nowhere. The day before it wasn't hurting, today it's hurting and I can't even walk on it. And he said, well, we can do a few things for stress fractures, come on in. So I waited a few more days to see him. Meanwhile, I canceled my MRI. I saw him and he's like, you know, it could be a stress fracture, but I actually think it's an avulsion fracture. So anyway, he gives me a shot. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but he said it's to calm everything down in there. Which, ow, that shot really, really hurt. But then I was in so much pain, so that amount of hurt was nothing compared to the pain I was actually in. So I got the shot done, and I didn't eat anything all day, which was a huge mistake. Eat something when you're gonna go get a shot in your foot. So then he stand me up and have me go take an x-ray. And I told the lady, I'm like, I'm passing out, I'm gonna pass out. And so I had to like lay on the floor for a few minutes before I could feel better to finish the x-ray. So then I finished the x-ray, went back, and he said basically it is an avulsion fracture. So I'll leave a definition right here to tell you what that is. So basically my tendon pulled on a piece of my bone and that popped off or pulled or something. He said if it popped off completely, it will probably absorb in my body. So I'm not sure if it popped off all the way or it pulled like almost all the way off. I know this is really TMI. So he told me, you know, if you don't feel better in a few days, we could do an MRI. He goes, but really it's not gonna change the treatment of it. I still think it's an avulsion fracture. I'm still gonna tell you to stay off of it and let it heal. So I was just like, let's not pay the extra money. Let's just, you know, wait for it to heal. And he told me it would be about 8 weeks. Right now, I have been off of my foot for about a month total. And I have 3 more weeks to go. So he told me, I just saw him like 2 days ago. He said it's healing really good, which that's really great. He told me, of course, I've been staying completely off of my foot. I do have a boot like this, which I put my foot in and I go to the bathroom and I come back. I really don't walk around a lot. I literally crawled from my chair over here to film this for you guys. I'm keeping off my foot completely. And he told me if you don't keep off your foot completely, it could be up to like 9 months to heal from this, and it could heal wrong. So I've just been listening to him and have been staying off of my foot. Well, I saw him a few days ago, like I said, and he basically told me wear the boot for 2 to 3 more weeks and then change over to a shoe, and then you can start trying to get up and move around and stuff, which is very exciting. So total I would be down for 7 weeks, and he originally told me 8. So yay. I asked him, how in the world did I wake up with a broken foot? And he said, well, it had to have been something really easy that has happened to break your foot. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, you could be getting out of bed and step down on your slipper, which you wouldn't think would do anything to your foot, and that could break your foot. And I'm like, what the heck? So I really did wake up 100% with a broken foot. I have no idea how I hurt it. I have no memory of how I did it. I even told him, I said, you know, I've been dealing with my mom going through cancer and stuff and dying, and I've been running like a crazy person and stuff. Like, you know, could that have been what caused it? He said probably not. He said probably it was something really small that you didn't notice at all, and then you woke up with a broken foot. So this is my avulsion fracture. I put this sock on because my bandage thing, like, it just doesn't stick very well, and a sock kind of holds it in place. So I'll unwrap it and show it to you. Yeah. So that's my fracture is somewhere in here. This is a 5th metatarsal, so right here is really popular to break it, but I actually broke it in here. And my tendon across here pulled the bone and pulled a piece off. So I actually broke my 4th metatarsal, I think is how you pronounce it, right here. And he gave me the shot right here. And yeah, this whole area has been really swollen, but lately it's been better. Hope this story was somewhat interesting for you guys. I was thinking of things and videos I could film, and I thought that this would be a very interesting video because this is something that's very interesting that has happened to me. So all of my videos I've been filming lately, I've been doing some pre-filming. I've been doing with a broken foot. Yeah, it's hard to film with a broken foot, I'm not gonna lie at all. But I have been doing some pre-filming because during my spring break, I'm actually going to be graduating college. So I want to have videos ready so that when I'm up there and stuff, I still have videos for you guys. So I really hope you guys liked this video and thought this story was sort of funny. And I'll see you in my next video really soon. Bye!